How's it going, folks? Want to do a quick vlog for today. This looks blinding me in my face. It is May 20th, 3:06 p.m. here on the East Coast. So I noticed something, a very humbling experience that I noticed yesterday, and I'll talk briefly about it. But one of the managers there that works with us, after everything was said and done, the two managers did have a meeting, and even though one of the managers, in my opinion, was wrong, the other manager, the one that was wrong has a little bit more authority, but the other manager decided to take the high road the night of the incident, as well as the moment after, or the day after the incident as well. And I noticed that him being humble in that respect really says a lot about his character. And he could have argued his point, but he'd rather not even waste his time or his breath just to prove the other manager wrong. And just, maybe it would be a realization for that manager that maybe they're not suited for the business as best as they thought. Even though they were wrong, and many people told them they were wrong, they still think that they're right. And that's, again, one of the most dangerous types of people you can deal with, is a person who thinks that they're doing something correctly when in fact they're doing something incorrectly, even when they're told they're doing something incorrectly. And I have this very famous saying that you can't fix stupid. Um, so I did want to briefly talk about that. I'm going to keep this video short because I do have a couple other things to get to today, but I did want to be able to post this vlog. But sometimes I'm not saying compromise your integrity, because if I was asked about my opinion to the incident, I would absolutely give it wholeheartedly. But if you can, sometimes taking that high road, being more mature than the other person, and displaying that to other workers who believed what you believe, and really sided with you, says a lot about your character. It says a lot about your humbleness, and it says a lot about your ability to move forward, and not be hung up on the small things, so to speak. So I did want to speak to that, and I think everybody at some point in their life should, they call it eating humble pie sometimes. But know also that if you're a manager and you're wrong, don't take it out on your employees. If you're wrong, you're wrong. And if your employees are trying to warn you that you're wrong, take it with a grain of salt. You're not always right. And because you're older doesn't mean you're right. And because certain situations happen and you think a certain way is the best way to do it, again, everybody wants to be a director. Everybody thinks that they know how you should be running your operations. But some people do have better opinions than you do, and some of their opinions do work. Some of your employees' opinions work. If you model successful business practices in big companies out there like Google, who take constant input from employees on a weekly basis as to improve or maybe new programs to implement, it really helps grow the business successfully and exponentially. And I think a lot of people should take notice of that. So that'll be it for today's vlog. I appreciate you guys watching, liking, commenting, subscribing. I believe I'm still at 65 subscribers, trying to get to 75 by the end of this month. I believe we can do it. So I will see you guys on the next one.